Alright, here we are in round one. Pretty much immediately after the deck tech. I'm going to keep this hand. This hand's pretty sweet. Delver, Probe, Ponder. We got lands and pretty much everything we want. So it's a pretty sweet one. We're on the draw, unfortunately. But opponent leads turn 1 Evolving Wilds. Interesting. We already have the Delver, and there's no reason for me to probe here, because it won't change how I play my turn at all. Like, if I didn't have a Delver, then you can make a case for probing for life to try and draw a Delver. Or if I didn't have, yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay, so it looks like probably Ramp, I'm going to assume. It could be Ramp or like some sort of pod deck. Okay, it's Ramp. Alright. Yeah, and so by not probing immediately there, because there's really no reason to, then you get to get more information later in the game when you can actually base your decisions off it. I don't know if I want to Mana Leak here. He Whip Flare turn 2, which suggests to me that he doesn't have Rampant Growth, because if he can just like slam a Rampant Growth, I think that would be correct, because like he'll take 3 damage and then he can just Whip Flare next turn. Well, I guess I would have Mana Leak. So I'm not sure. Like, if he has a ramp spell, I want to counter him. Simply because if he's playing ramp and he has Cavernous Souls, my Mana Leaks can quickly become dead. So I think I'm actually going to probe for life just to see what's up. Whether or not I want to do some pondering or not. Oh my god, his hand has nothing in it. Okay. So 2 forest, swamp, wilds, and a BOP. Gotcha. Alright, sir. So we can pretty much do whatever we want. So I'm going to ponder. Ooh, this is actually really good. See, if I take like a Seachrome, then I can't actually play a Delver this turn. So, but I'm still going to take... Gonna go like this. Don't see really a need to ponder again here. We know the top 2 cards. We're not going to be changing them. I might ponder next turn. Next turn I want to be playing Geist, I'm pretty sure, because like he has nothing, and if we play a Delver, like he has to draw a spell that we want to counter in this draw step or his next draw step for us playing like Delver Leak to be correct. And I think I'd much rather just play a Geist. I actually should have ordered that differently, that ponder. I think I went slightly too quickly. I should have put the Seachrome, both Seachromes on top, so that I could play Seachrome this turn. And then I could go turn 3 guys, turn 4 Restoration Angel, but as I did it, I actually can't do that. Okay, so he's down to 2 forests and a swamp in hand, and then an unknown. Yeah, I definitely misordered that ponder. Alright. So we'll slam the Geist here. Like, he's playing some sort of Jund deck. Like, I know there's a Jund pod deck that people have been playing. I'm not sure how good that is, but seems like something he could be on. I don't know why he'd be playing Whip Flare in that deck, because it seems like most pod decks Whip Flare's pretty good against them, because you have things like all your Mana Dorks and then your Hunt Masters and whatnot. Like your stronger guys to a lesser extent, but alright, so 2 unknowns in his hand. If he doesn't have something big here, then I think we are in a very commanding position. Like, I think like Huntmaster or Wolf or Silverheart would be good cards here, but yeah, really regretting that ponder now. See, this is a thing, and like obviously I make mistakes. But something you need to learn to do in playing this deck is not just worry about what you're pondering into this turn and next turn, but like all turns. Okay, so yeah, it's the Jund pod deck. They run Aristocrat. Interesting to see if he'll attack here. Alright. Not sure I would have made that attack. So, like Vapor Snag would just be completely insane right here. So I think that's what we're actually going to be doing. Okay, another bird, sure. So he's got 2 forests in hand. That is fine. I'm going to ponder first. Let's see what we can draw. Those are a lot of islands. We'll shuffle this. Alright. Yeah, I'll attack. We're winning this race right now. Like, unfortunately, next turn he can play, like, land Huntmaster and pay for the leak. Assuming he doesn't chump here, which there's no reason for him to do that. But if he has, like... wow, really? Okay. Well, now I'm definitely just leaving leak up. I'm so confused. What he was at 20. Like I understand eventually needing to chump, but I think that block was just very wrong. Because now okay, so he plays a land, so he's a forest in hand, and now if he's a Huntmaster, I can easily leak it, and we're winning this Geist race because we have like counters, because we have the counter spell plus the Snapcasters and various other threats. All right, so we'll scour ourselves at end of turn. This Moorland Haunt's actually also quite good because we can... Ooh, there's the Vapor Snack. Because Aristocrat just, like, bounces up. Like, we force him to sack guys. So, quite honestly here, all I'm going to do... I could ponder and try and hit the land, but because I'm playing, like, only 19 lands, and we've already seen 5 lands, the Sea Chrome and the Graveyard and the 4 in play, like, I don't think pondering and then potentially losing out on, like, snag, Snapcaster snag, or leak, or like leak snag, or snag plus haunt token. I don't think it's worth pondering here. We have pretty much everything we're looking for. The only thing we would really want to ponder into is like a land or maybe another snag. Like, I guess, yeah, I don't even know if I'd want a Gutshot to Gutshot his bird. Probably not. Or, I guess his Aristocrat. Alright, so it plays the Copperline Gorge tapped. Interesting. I'm going to snag his... no, I don't. I'm just gonna make a haunt token, I think. He's attacking with the Bop. Like, maybe he's trying to induce, like, a free roll. Like, he's trying to make me want to block this and then take the 4. Then he could have a Brimstone or something. Like, I don't know. Even then that puts me to 1. But I'm definitely just going to block the Aristocrat. Because if he sacks, it's the exact same thing as if I block the birds, but I don't take the 4. And if he doesn't sack, I just trade out a Spirit token for an Aristocrat, which is, like, insanely good value. Yeah, so I'm completely fine with that. This way we retain our snag. Okay, end of turn, I'm going to snag here now. Because now he has to commit more resources on his turn, and he'll hopefully... The only way he can win this game now is... Aristocrat. Is by playing threats that can go over the top of our Geist, and with the Aristocrat back in his hand, he just won't have enough mana to play the big important spells that he needs to kill us. Alright, so get him for 6. No, I'm just going to say go here. We have, like, Leak, Snapcaster, Snag. We have, like, Token Leak, Angel, like, pretty much everything we can... Oh, we don't have Token until something dies, but yeah. Yeah, there's no way he was coming back from that one. Alright, so, interesting. He's some sort of John deck. We didn't see pods. So I guess I definitely probably want like some number of purges. I should have put the same art purge in here. He was like a Birds of Paradise deck, so Gutshot, the 4th Gutshot's probably good. The Sword is probably fine. Image could be okay depending on what he's got. It's like if he's podded, I would probably want like Divine Offering, like if he has Metamorphs and stuff as well. He did have Whip Flare, so the Mutagen growth is probably okay. The Whip Flare seems somewhat out of place in his deck, but I don't think I want, like, because like his big threats that I want to kill with Purge will be like Huntmaster and Huntmaster and what's it called? Aristocrat, but the odds he has a creature on the board to... Oh, actually, yeah. No, because it's exile. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Huntmaster and Aristocrat, so I probably just want like 2 of them or something. Whenever I board in the sword, I just boarded a pike just because I don't want to play 4 equipment in my deck at any one time, I think. And then I like shaving, like I like shaving a couple probes just because like we did get kind of low in life there. And then like I could shave a leak, or I could shave like another cantrip. Yeah, I think shaving leak is fine. Like, he's got mana dorks and stuff like that. Alright, let's do it. Alright, yeah, I'll keep this hand. It's not as aggressive as it could be, but that's pretty much because it doesn't have Delver in our hand. We have lots of dig in the Snapcaster. Enough lands. No white, unfortunately, but... The turn 1 mountain into Nile spell. Interesting. Very interesting. Up for life here. Might draw a Delver. Holy crap. Alright, did not... Well, I guess he didn't play many spells. So he has Blood, Gut Shot, Others, Gut Shot, Perilous Mirror, Surgical, Combust. Okay, sir. You have 1 land that you can't even cycle your spell bomb with? Okay. Sword of Feast and Famine seems like it absolutely crushes his draw if I can bait the Combust. No, nah. Actually, you know what? That was not correct. He has Combust and Mirror and Gutshot. So I actually probably don't want this. And then I don't have the white. So I'd effectively, like, be forced to Thought Scour myself here, and that's just worse than shuffling, I think. Like, Thought Scouring a bad Ponder, I would just rather shuffle the Ponder. Because, like, there are very easily going to be situations in which I do want to draw that sort of Feast and Famine. And, yeah. Alright, so he has no second land, which is pretty sweet for us. Whereas we have a Delver, so we're going to play the Delver. He's most likely going to Gut Shot for mana, kill it, which is fine. And then next turn, unless we draw like a Geist or something, we'll just Snapcaster Ponder. Really, all I want to be doing is trying to get Geist here, because his hand just cannot beat Geist, like, whatsoever. Interesting. I'm not sure I would have done that. I guess, like, the Gut Shot is better against, is better if he puts us on a Snapcaster, which is, like, completely reasonable. He just wants to keep pressure on us. Surgical, extracting our Delvers. No, if I no, oops, I accidentally pressed, no. Moto. I accidentally pressed the button on my mouse that I rebound. Yes, unrecoverable error. Okay, well, we just recovered from it. Yeah, so I'm gonna let that resolve. If we Thought Scout in response, he just gets to see an extra card in our hand. So I'm not too sure how good this play is. Like, I don't understand, like, people randomly bringing in Surgical against me. Like, I guess it's a somewhat of a, like, you get slight value against Snapcaster in that I have just played an Ambush Viper. But really, I don't think it's worth it. Oh my gosh, someone's talking to me. Alright. So yeah, like I said, I don't think this card does enough to warrant an actual card. Alright, sorry about that, just talking to a friend who I'd been trying to get a hold of earlier. Alright, so we'll Thought Scout ourselves. Just wanna do the card drawing and whatnot. Says, should I probably just jam a Snapcaster here? I think so. Jamming a Snapcaster here has the added benefit of forcing him to nihil without black mana. If he wants to. Whereas if we let him go and then try and Snapcaster Thought Scour when he might tap out, like he obviously like doesn't have to since he's not under that much pressure. If we so yeah, we just force him to like not beat down another card that just doesn't do anything, which since he mulliganed is and is stuck, like that's what we want. Notice how he waited for us to actually target it before exiling, because if he exiles before the Snapcaster resolves, we could just like Thought Scour in response. Well, I guess, but we wouldn't have enough mana. That is a line one could take. Given more mana, and that's in a similar situation. Alright, gut shot for mana. There we go. Acceptable. Alright, well this matchup is not looking terribly exciting here. Like, he's got enough to like not... Oh, oops. He's got enough to not immediately die, but he definitely does not look to have much equity in actually winning this game. Man, you're gonna draw a Geist next turn? Would have been so sick. Yeah, he actually does know our hand from Surgicals, so I won't play this Fortress quite yet. Oh my god, holy lands. I'm just gonna scour myself main phase here. Alright, Snag's pretty sweet. I played Island there just because I knew I wanted to leave up Snapcaster Snag. Here. Still no lands for him. Excellent, excellent. If he does draw another land and tries to combust our Snapcaster, snagging is most likely what we're going to be doing. Oh, what do you have? Gutshot, eh? Yeah, I'll snag. No, I think I actually just want the random card. You can make a case for snagging there, but I think I'd rather just scour here. Alright. Oh. See, now we're actually like not necessarily in this game. Okay, well that's pretty good. Yeah, I'll play Seachrome here. All I need to do is Snapcaster Thought Scour, and then I have a snag up as well. So we can still dig pretty deep with Snapcaster, and then like snagging our Snapcaster for probe and whatnot. But like he's obviously just still in the one land, but he has. Yeah, it is kind of ridiculous with 25 land, but you've been playing a bunch of 1 mana spells and have been interacting with me. So, like, had he drawn like several land, his hand still does not do very much. Alright, and we drew a Pike, which is pretty sweet. We also drew an Angel. So we're for sure playing Pike here. It's just a matter of whether or not we equip the Pike. Because if we equip the Pike and he has like another gut shot, or he untaps and... Well, I guess we have Snag. Sure. Yeah, might as well equip. We have Snag if he if this goes south. Man, we scoured ourselves. Oh, I guess we flashed back a bunch of scours and whatnot, so that's why our mage is slightly less big than I would have thought. Makes sense. Alright, he has like come into play tapped land, which is kind of like a pretty big dagger, but oh well. You know, stuff like that happens. Well, I know it's also a pretty good one. Rolling with Tiago Chan here. Yeah, don't see us losing this. I never really saw us losing this, but there was a period where we had like just lions and snags in hand, and that was pretty much it. But you're able to draw out of it. Like our deck has a lot of stuff we can do, and a very high spell density. I was debating double queuing tonight because there's a Pauper event at 9:30, but I figured I actually wanted to record something, and while I could just record me double queuing, I think the logistics of that are slightly awkward. I know LSV is going to come out with some double queuing videos for Channel Fireball. And maybe once he comes out with those and I see how he does it, how the best way to present double queuing in a recorded video format is, then I might try my own hand at it. But as right now, I think it's just I can focus more on decisions and whatnot and articulating them. Yeah, I don't see. I guess I can. I'll make a. He has combust, right? Okay. Yeah. So we'll make a token. If he combusts our Snapcaster, we can just angel it. Like, there's no way he should combust here because of angel. There's literally no reason for him to not at least let me untap and then have a snick not be able to attack. But having the haunt token is actually pretty crucial because it lets me attack. It gives me something to equip pike to. What should I need? But most likely just going to be getting in for one here. Gut shot's kind of sweet, and then it gives us like the extra point, like an extra like technically 2 points if I just gut shot him because of the pike. But he's going to combust. I'm going to angel. I'm going to probe him. Remember, combust cannot be countered by spells or abilities, but it sure as hell can be countered by game rules, which is what's going to happen here. Snapcaster the probe. I'm also going to probe for life here. I just don't see us dying anytime soon, whereas I can see us wanting to use our mana to as efficiently as possible, just that we can do more stuff. And the difference between 18 and 16 life here is really pretty small. Oh, he's Zombie Pod? Like he's John Zombie Pod? Wow. Alright then. Here, combust, thrag, pod, worm, surgical. Interesting. Alright, so I could pike one of my guys. But I think I'd probably rather just make a haunt token. Just because, like, assuming he draws another combust or whatever. Because, yeah, here, this way we win through combust. Although we might have... Could quite be like... Yeah. Alright. It's gonna... Yeah, we got there. Was a pretty weird game. Yeah. Anyway, well, we'll take the win. Rough beats from our opponent. Interesting that I didn't know like John Zombie Pod was a thing, but if you can make it work, you can make it work. So anyway, definitely an innovative little list. So we will stop the recording and see you in round 2.